Welcome everyone. We are going to talk about projections of solids. Sometimes back we have discussed orthographic projections, and before that, as an introduction to orthographic projections, we talked about the concept of vertical plane and horizontal plane, and then we saw how to draw the front view of any object. First we have learned if there is a point in first quadrant, then how to show those points in different views. So that part is already discussed earlier. Now what we do is we are going to talk about projections of different solids. So just to recollect what was discussed earlier, there is some concept like horizontal plane, then vertical plane. They are perpendicular to each other, separated by xy line, and in this example which we have discussed earlier also, there is one point A here. Now other lines are construction lines, but they are drawn very dark. There are no such lines, there is just one point here called as A. Now this point A, when you look in this direction, then you will see that the point is at this place. Their projection of this point is here, and we call that as A dash. So this A dash is at a height of 40 above xy line. So above xy line is 40. So its projection is here. When you see that point from top, that is the top view. So the top view of point A will come here. Since this distance is 60 in front of VP, the point projection, the vertical, the top view of this point A will be at a distance of same 60. So you are drawn top view here in the HP, you are drawn front view here in the VP, and after that you rotate the HP, and this HP is brought in line with the VP. So when that is done, this point A will take this position exactly below the front view. So front view is A here, front view is A dash here, and the top view is A here. So this figure, if you see here, is drawn as a flat figure on a plane where there is a XY line. A dash is above by 40 and A is below by 60, and this is what we already discussed. Now this is a projection of a point A. Now same way, in the same way, suppose here on this plane, suppose we put one hexagon, a square pyramid. You have already seen what is a square pyramid. The square pyramid is the one which has got base as a square, and then it has got one corner as an apex. So the apex point is single point. That single point is joined to four corners of the base of the square pyramid. So that is called a square pyramid put in HP. Now what we are going to learn is what happens to the pyramid if it is put in HP, and then what is its top view, what is its front view. Then we also see what happens if it is inclined. If you rotate and if you make it inclined, how it will be seen. That is what we are going to learn. So just to recollect, sometimes back we have taken such kind of an example where there was a box, we call it as book. So some book is put here in the first quadrant, and when you see in the front direction, this is the front view of the book. When you see from above, this is the top view of the book. When you see from the left hand side, this is the left hand side view of the book. So on the same lines, instead of a book, we are going to use a square pyramid, and this square pyramid is going to rest. It is going to rest, it is going to rest, it is going to touch to HP. So it is resting in HP, and when it is resting in HP, we are going to draw similar views of the square pyramid, and after that we are going to tilt it, we are going to rotate it, and then we are going to see how its different views get changed. So that is precisely what we are going to learn in the subsequent figures. So now what is seen here is a big chart that is prepared. Now this chart is showing various possibilities. What I am going to just show you is I am just taking you closer to the figure, and then let us see what happens. So now what you see here is projections of solids, and this is a case where the solid is resting in HP on its edge of base in HP. Now see what it means. See how the figure is drawn. The idea is to show various things at one place. So what is done here is a square prism is drawn. So you can see here this is a base of the square prism, and this is the front view of the square prism. So when you see the prism from top, imagine that this is first of all drawn as an orthographic projection, front view and top view. Now for this to happen, imagine that this square pyramid is put in the first quadrant in HP. That is not shown here, but this you have to imagine. So if it is put in HP, just like what I have shown you just now, I'll take you again there, here. So if you see here, there is a book here. So like this book, there is a square pyramid. So the base of the square pyramid is here, and then its apex is here. So when you look at the pyramid in this direction, the triangular shape will be seen here in the front view. And when you see from top, you will see the base as a square shape and the apex is at the middle of the square, and all the four edges, they are joined the apex. So that is precisely what is drawn over here. So you can see this is the top view of the square pyramid, apex is here, and these are the four corners of the base. When you see in the front direction, there is a triangular shape, which is basically this particular triangular surface. When you see in this direction to the top view, this is what you are drawing as a front view. So this shape of the triangle is here. Now these two triangles on two sides, they are represented by these two lines, and the back triangle is exactly behind this. So this is the front view of the square pyramid, and this is the top view of the square pyramid, and this is the case where the pyramid is resting in HP. And where is HP here? In the front view. This is the upper part. When you talk about upper part of the XY line, this background is VP and this XY line is HP. So therefore you can see the XY line is shown a name as HP. Now when you are talking about the lower part of the XY line, that time this background is HP and this XY line becomes VP. So right now the square prism is put in front of VP by this much distance, and it is resting in HP like this. So when it is resting in HP, this is the way you have to draw. So the exercise will state that draw a square pyramid of size, let us say 40 mm by 40 mm. So you draw this 40 mm by 40 mm, and suppose it has got height of 100 mm. So here height will be seen. So this you draw 40 mm and this you take as 100 mm, and then you draw the triangular shape like this as the front view. So when you draw the front view, when you draw the top view, this is the basic position of the square pyramid. Now what we are going to show here in this particular chart is what is going to be the change in the figure, change in the top view, change in the front view, when the square pyramid is resting not on the entire base, but is going to rest only on one edge. So you can see there are four edges, AB, BC, CD and DA. Out of that, now you are going to tilt it. You are going to tilt it in such a way that it is going to rest only at point AB, and this base, which is right now it is shown touching to the XY line, it will not touch to the XY line, it will be lifted up. So you lift it up, only this edge is still there. So it is resting only here. So you can now see this figure. Now this figure is drawn as a next figure. So ideally what should happen? You have to draw this triangle exactly of this shape. In fact, this XY line you have to draw in the same level. So this line should continue, and then this figure should be drawn here like this. But then I have not drawn because this is a chart that is made. So we are just trying to understand. We are not going to draw the figures by exact dimensions. So our objective here is to understand what happens. So therefore the figures are not drawn to the scale. So suppose this is 40, this is 100. So even I want this to be 40. So that means this is same 40 by 100. This is also 40 by 100. And this line is exactly drawn in the same level. And this is to be drawn here. So the same triangle you are going to draw once more. And while drawing, how much you are going to tilt it. So that description is given here. Inclined to HP by theta degrees. That means this base, you can read here, now the tilting description is of different types. First is lateral face inclined to HP by 30 degrees, theta degrees. So this is a lateral surface. So lateral surface is this line. So this line you are going to incline to HP by some given angle theta degrees. So this triangle you draw again by tilting by the given angle. So your front view, which was initially like this, now the front view changed to this. So when front view changes like this, what will happen to the top view? So when the front view was like this, top view was like this. Now if the front view is like this, in the inclined position, when you see this pyramid from above, it will not be seen like this, it will be seen something different. So what it will be seen, that is what is drawn here. That is what is drawn here. So what they have done is, this A and D, this line is projected further, which is this line. Similarly, CD line is projected further, which has come up to here, and between these two lines you are going to fit the figure. So here there is one more thing that is done. The points are given some names. So here the base points A, B, C and D, they are numbered like this: A, B, C, D, these are the names, and the apex is given as O. So this O is this O, A, B is here A, B, C, D is here C, D. It is shown by dash. So C dash, D dash, A dash, B dash, O dash. So this is the initial front view. Now when you tilt it, what happens? A dash, B dash is still here, it is still touching to XY line, and C dash, D dash is here. It's the same distance that is here. Then O dash has come here. So this is a revised position of the front view. This is a new position of the front view. Now when that happens, see, remember that you have tilted this object. So now look at the pyramid from above. It will look like this. And now when you tilt it, when the tilting takes place, even after tilting, this point A will be at the same distance from the VP. You know, this line is VP. So point A is at this much distance in front of VP. D is also at same distance in front of VP. O is at this much distance in front of VP. C and D, they are also at same distance from VP. That means all these 5 points, their distance from this line will not change even after tilting. So when that happens, because of that, what you do is, where you want to show this point A, this point A you have to show on a line like this, because this line means that the point A is going to remain in this much distance from XY line. So where do you draw point? So point A somewhere on this line. Where do you draw point D? Somewhere on this line. Where do you show point B? Somewhere on this line. Where do you show point C? Somewhere on this line. So you draw such projector lines or construction lines. Now these lines have come like this. When you draw this figure exactly in front of this, adjacent to this figure, by the side of this figure, that time these lines will be here. Line from AD, line from CB, line from AD, line from CB. So when you draw that, then next thing is this triangle we have already drawn. Now this triangle shows that A dash and B dash, they are here. So when A dash and B dash are here, when you try to find out where is A dash in the top view, so you look at this figure from top, where will be A dash? A dash will be exactly on this line somewhere. So you draw this projector line like this, saying that A is going to be on this line. Just now we said that A is on this line also, which is this line. So if A is on this line and if A is on this line, that means A is here. That means A is here. So like that, B dash is here. In the top view, B dash must be on this line. B is on this line. But at the same time, B is on this line also, which is this line. So B is here. So that means by making use of the projector lines and by making use of this reference point names, we'll be able to find out where are these points A, B, C and D. So when you do complete exercise, you will find A is here, B is here, C is here, D is here. That means the top view of A, top view of B, top view of C, top view of D. They are the points. So that means this is the base. This base is this base. When the base was resting, when the base was touching to the XY line, that time from the top, base was seen like this. Now when you tilt this base and when the base takes this position, and when you see from above, that time the same square shaped base will be seen like this. Because it is inclined, its width will not be same. So suppose it is 40 by 40 by 40, then this will be still 40, this will be still 40, but this side is now inclined. So because it is inclined, when you see from top, it will not be seen as 40, it will be seen this much, fitted between these two vertical lines. So this becomes the revised shape of the square. So the base is seen like this. Now what will happen to O? O is the apex. Apex was here initially. Now when you tilt, apex has gone from here to this position, which is here. So when the apex is here, O is here. If you see from top, where will be O? O will be somewhere on this line. At the same time, from this view, you can say O is on this level. So when you draw like a line from O like this, which is this line which has come like this, and one line has come from here like this, that means O is here. So once you get the point O, now you join O to A, O to B, O to C, O to D, so that this becomes your top view of the pyramid which is inclined. So when the pyramid was not inclined, when it was resting on HP, that time its top view was like this. But the same pyramid when you incline, and now when you see from above, then it is going to be seen in the top view like this. Correct? So these four figures, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, these four figures together, they indicate that there is a square pyramid of size, say, let us say 40 by 40 and height 100, is resting in HP on its base, on the edge of its base. Which is the edge? AB is the edge. It is resting on edge AB. And it is inclined in such a way that the lateral face, that means this face, lateral face, this face is making angle 30 degree with HP. So what we have done, we have first drawn this position, we have inclined it like this, so that this lateral face is now making the given angle theta, and after it is tilted, this is the final position we have drawn in the front view. What will happen to the final position in the top view? Because this is not the final position in the top view. This is the position where it was fully resting. The base was fully touching HP. But now the base is in the new position, resting only on edge, and in that position, this becomes the top view. So we have shown the inclination of the solid by certain description of inclination. Now this description of inclination can be written in different methods. One is by this method, that is lateral face is making this angle. Somebody can say the axis is making some angle with HP. That means this axis, right now it is 90 degrees. Now this angle will be, instead of 90 degrees, it is some other degree. So you can see here, angle is given angle theta, axis is making angle. This is the way it is shown. This is the way it is given as a data. So the inclination will take place by making use of this information. So this triangle is drawn again by this inclination in this position as its final position in the inclined condition. After you draw this, now you have to revise the top view. So this top view is revised to this position. How this is drawn, just now we discussed. Same thing is applicable. All the points which are named like this. So making use of the names, you are drawing the projector lines and getting the new position of all these points A, B, C, D and O. All these five points, where they will be, that you find out by the projector lines, and A, B, C, D and O, they are the revised positions. Once you get the revised positions, you join them. Only what you have to remember is, when you see from above, this edge at AB, this edge AB, that edge AB has gone below the solid. So when you see from top, this edge AB will not be seen. Therefore, this is drawn as a dotted line. So this is the second method of showing how it is inclined. The third method is base inclined to HP by theta. So you can see here, again it is tilted, again it is drawn same way, but the data given is in the form of inclination of the base. So this inclination is used and this figure is drawn again. And once you draw this figure, accordingly the top view is drawn. Just like last time, the top view is drawn again. So you can see the top view is drawn again by taking the same reference, making use of point names, and there is a top view when the data is like this. Then the fourth type is where the angle of inclination theta is not given, but what the description says, that the pyramid is resting on its lateral surface. That means this triangular surface which is there, this surface, triangular surface, this entire triangular surface will come in contact with the xy line. So this triangular surface will be coming in contact with xy line. That means this line will be, it is rotated in such a way that this line will touch to the xy line. So you can see this is a figure that is drawn. Same triangle is drawn. So this triangle is same as this triangle, but this line is touching to the xy line, and in this position the triangle is drawn. You can see AB and O. AB and O. AB and O is touching to the xy line. CD has gone here. So this becomes the new position after it is inclined, completely inclined. Now in this position, when you see from above, how it will be seen? This is the way it will be seen. So you have to again make use of the projector lines and get all the 5 points and join these lines. But when you join, you have to remember what is seen and what is not seen. So you'll realize that O to A and O to B, that means O to A and O to B, these two edges have gone below the solid. So when you see from above, you will not be able to see these edges. So therefore, O to A and O to B, these two lines are drawn dotted lines. The rest everything is seen. This base is now seen. So this base is completely seen. So all the lines are continuous lines, no dotted line. Here you can see this edge is AB is not seen. So AB is dotted. Here also AB is dotted. Here also AB is dotted. But here AB has gone on this side. AB is here. CD is on this side. So CD is here. And this is the base which is now seen. So when you see from top, base is seen. O is here. And this is the top view of the pyramid when it is resting completely on its lateral surface. So here what we have learned, these are the 4 positions showing the 4 ways in which you can incline this solid. So that's why it is shown as a chart. So in the chart you can see many things at one place. So square pyramid, how it is tilted, what is the description and how it is drawn. Instead of a square pyramid, there can be a pentagonal pyramid, in which case the top view will be like a pentagon, and accordingly you have to draw the front view. I have not drawn here, but the front view will be accordingly drawn. Suppose the given figure is hexagonal pyramid. So in that case, you have to draw the hexagon here, and according to that you have to draw the front view here. So this is the case when it is resting in HP on its edge, and AB is the edge of base in HP. So if edge of base in HP, this is how you have to start. Now see what are the different possibilities. It can rest in HP on its only corner, not edge. It can rest only on this corner. So only one corner is touching. Suppose the description says it is resting on its corner in HP. Then what do you do? Then this is not the starting position. Now the starting position is shown here. It is resting on corner in HP. So you see the difference. The